comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Okay, so I'm going to start this review off by saying this. The lighting in this room might look different, and in my more reviews, you'll see this. This line across my eyes. The reason why is because my actual light in this room, you see this light, let me get this off. This light, you see the strap? I pull that down and a light usually comes on. But just for some reason that light stopped working. I don't know why, but I tried a bunch of new lights, a box of new lights. Nothing worked. So I thought, okay, I'm going to see what I can do to relight the room. And I got a lamp right here. I took the shade off a lamp. I took the shade off, put a pile of boxes. That's right there. I took an old LED actual lamp, put it up there so it can shine on me more and I can be more lit. Not intentionally. I still have the old lamp back there. I've always had a lamp in the back so it shines on my face more. And then I was like, this lighting isn't good. So note this, the upcoming reviews, both of the movies, I didn't have the new LED string. I do have now. So that means that those reviews will be a lot more, like, they're not as well lit. They're a little bit darker, but I just got the LED lights. So now I have a string of LEDs that goes just around here. It doesn't go all the way around because I don't have that many LEDs. But that lit the room fine enough for me. It looked like the old lighting enough for me. So this is what lighting looks like now, and it'll look like this forever until I switch my background, which I've been thinking of doing. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, on with the video. So recently, over this last week, I saw 2 movies from Redbox. And you know, on my old, back in 2018, every single time I'd see a movie on Redbox, I would review that movie. But then I just thought, I don't have strong enough opinion on both of these movies to do it. One of them, and I am recording this video after I recorded those reviews, but one of these videos I did have a lot longer. It's like 7. One of the reviews is like 7 minutes. The other one's like not even 3 minutes. The 7-minute one I just didn't feel deserved its own review. And the 3-minute one definitely didn't deserve its own review. So I thought, well, I'll just package them both together, and I was going to see a third movie, but I didn't get to it. So yeah, the 2 movies I ended up seeing was I saw The Kid Who Would Be King during the week, and then I saw Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase last night. I'll explain those movies as I get into the reviews. I'll give them out of 10 ratings. So yeah, here you go. Okay, so first thing is that I had last Wednesday off of school. So I ended up thinking, alright, I'll go to Redbox. And I ended up watching The Kid Who Would Be King, a movie I wanted to watch quite a while ago. Like, I actually really wanted to watch this movie a while ago. I was thinking, like, okay, I was going to go see it on opening weekend when it came out because the trailer sucked. I was like, this movie's going to suck. But I'll see it anyway. I saw it, and I didn't actually see it. I saw it recently because I got sick. I woke up sick on that Saturday, and I was like, dang it. And I was like, I had a fever, and my body was super weak, and I was like, okay, I'm going to struggle to Kid Who Would Be King, and I didn't end up going because I checked my temperature, and it was in the hundreds. So, my eye feels bad. And essentially, but that was a while ago. And I kind of canceled a lot of the channel. It was like a couple weeks of no videos. But anyway, I didn't make the Kid Who Would Be King review then. Then I thought, I'll check this one out at Redbox. And I felt pretty disappointed in what is up with my eye right now. And then I went to Redbox on Tuesday, so then I decided to watch it. So first thing I'm going to say is, these are going to be quick reviews, just note that, but this movie was really dumb. I mean, the trailer sucked. I didn't expect to like it at all. But, well, after 90% of Rotten Tomatoes, I was like, alright, I'll probably like it. And the trailers suck. They marked the movie terribly. If you see the trailers and you think, that looks bad, that's because the trailers suck. But the movie as a whole is really, the logistics make absolutely no sense. It is not a smart movie. Most of it's just kind of dumb. But what makes this movie more stand out than most kids' fantasy movies is that it just doesn't care. It just doesn't take itself seriously. And this movie was actually pretty fun. I was enjoying myself when watching this movie. Not as much as some critics enjoyed it. I didn't love it at all, but I was like, alright, this is entertaining enough. This is a fun little kids movie, you know. All the kids get to watch Kid Who Would Be King. The action is fine, I guess. Most of it's pretty forgettable. The worst part about this movie, especially, is the kid actors' friends. The main actor was actually surprisingly good. I liked him. His friends were really bad, though. His best friend or whatever from the beginning of the movie till the end, yeah, he was really bad. He was essentially like, he talk really annoyingly. Like, he's just annoying. He doesn't have anything to say. He's always panicking. He's just the most horrible character. I hated him. There's this, and then he befriends these bullies or something for some reason. The most unconvincing, stupid bullies that I really didn't feel threatened by at all, or even feel they were there that bad. But that's the worst this movie gets. Other than that, it's not great. It's not terrible. I don't know if I'd recommend it. Some people will enjoy it, and some people will kind of not like it. But I enjoyed it fine, and I'm going to give The Kid Who Would Be King a 7 out of 10. Okay, so the next movie I watched last night, I'm pretty excited to talk about this one. Weirdly, I'm excited to talk about this one. Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase is an interesting box office story, especially because the movie was releasing on March 15th. I saw one trailer about a week before the movie came out, and I was like, what the frick? What's this movie? Well, I think I started fighting with my family, and I was like, where's this movie? Well, I haven't heard of this movie. Everybody knows who Nancy Drew is. It's a very popular book character. And then there was a movie since 2007, and then before that, 2002. So I was like, where did this come from? And then I decided to watch said movie, and it's Drew and His Staircase specifically. And yeah, worst poster of the year does go to this movie. But if you guys don't know how this movie went down, it was like, the box office was essentially like this. The movie was released on March 15th. It made I think it was wide, I'm not sure, but it made so little money that it didn't stay for it didn't even stay for a weekend. They just sapped it out of theaters and spit it onto digital immediately. And then it went to Redbox later. That is hysterical to me. Like, the movie did so bad, so little people saw it because of how garbage the marketing was, how garbage that poster is, how cheap the movie generally is. And I was like, that sounds like interesting. I should watch it. And it has 65% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it could actually be like a 7 or 6 out of 10. And then I watched it. Oh, jeez. I could spend a while on this movie, to be honest. I didn't want to spend a full review because I was like, nobody's going to watch a full review of Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase. I don't have a strong enough opinion on the movie, but essentially 65% on Rotten Tomatoes is one of the dumbest Rotten Tomatoes scores I think I've ever seen in my life. This movie sucks. It does nothing right at all. It fails in every way. It's so bad. Oh my god. I had great moments in this movie of just laughter of how awfully made the movie is, and then other times of just boredom or confusion. It just sucks in every way. I could go on about how horrible the cinematography is in this movie. It's really bad. Most of it's either just bland or just like the opening scene of this movie is just showing Nancy Drew. She's being cool skateboarding, and it's just like cut. It's not like Taken 3, terrible cutting, but it's like cut, and it's just showing all these angles, and I'm just like, this sucks. This just really sucks. And there's this, it just sucks at its editing. And also, there is a shot in this movie. I don't know who decided to make this shot, but there's a shot where she's skateboarding through this park, and all it shows is her skateboarding. How you usually shoot it like that is you'll have it some form of a device or a cameraman kind of walking backwards. Cameraman's walking backwards is really shaky, I know from experience. But if you set it onto some device or a probe or something along the lines of that and have it attached to it and be looking up at the character, it will move smoothly and the shot will move smoothly. And they'd used this earlier, like the smooth shot. But for some weird reason, this one specific shot where she's going through this park is shaking a bunch. Like, it's shaking with the skateboard she's on. And it looks really bad. Like, it's hysterical how bad it was. I was like, what the heck? Who shot it like that? Who decided that they're going to position the camera in that way to look up like that and just bump on the road? It sucked, to be honest. The score as well sucked. It's just some generic mystery score that you find on stock music. Like, it's just some stock mystery score. The acting all sucked, makes sense. But one of the worst parts about this movie are the characters. Every character sucks. I can't tell the difference of any of the adults, any of the male adults specifically, because they are all white, gray-haired adults. Like, they all look exactly the same, and at the end of the movie, they're all three in a room, and one of them's like, I'm not going to spoil that, who cares anyway, this movie sucks. But they're like, you're supposed to know who's who, and I'm like, who's that guy? Wait, is that guy that? What? And then it wasn't until the end of the movie that I realized, oh, that guy was that guy. Okay, you suck at it. And then the writing in this movie sucks as well. Nobody knows how to paint, like, it doesn't know how to essentially, like, okay. So this is a terrible mystery movie on its own because it has a terrible, it's so horribly written. Like, it's a really badly written story. Like, it's like they go to the house, all this super creepy stuff happens, and then they kind of uncover everything that's creepy. And then they just go, oh crap, we have characters in this movie we kind of got to focus on. Then they start developing Nancy Drew and her friends like an hour into the movie. And then they're like, we're going to forget about that hidden staircase plot because that barely shouldn't be called the hidden staircase because that's barely the plot at all. It's like part of the plot. I don't know why it's called the hidden staircase because that title sucks. And who even made this movie? Who even decided, let's make Nancy Drew and the hidden staircase? One of the worst parts, like I said, the characters. Not only was it all just adult white males, but essentially, one of the worst parts about this movie was Nancy Drew's character specifically. All the characters suck. They're all just the biggest tropes ever, but especially Nancy Drew, because how do you write a character? You make them have one definitive trait, unless you're me and you don't write characters very well, or they're just one definitive trait is that they're efficient, or they're just a good spy or something like that. This is different here, but she's the main character in the movie, and this movie's supposed to develop her, and her character is nothing. She's essentially, they want to see like, ooh, she's a nerd, and she's like a really smart nerd, but she's also cool and like skateboards around and does all these tricks on her skateboard, and then she's supposed to be awkward, and the actress is just delivering these lines that are already supposed to be awkward. She's delivering them awkwardly in a separate way, so it's just this epic amount of cringe and awkwardness when she's on screen. I don't even get what her definitive character trait is. She's just a character that exists. She doesn't have anything that definitively makes her different from her friends. That is what we call bad character writing. The explanation at the ending makes no sense. No, that didn't make any sense. I was like, what the frick? Is that really the explanation you guys chose? Really? Oh, and once again, even though I spent a lot of time in this movie is really funny sometimes. There are some genuine comedic moments in this movie of just me purely finding it hysterical how terribly made this movie is. There are some hilarious moments in this movie. Like, it can get really funny. Like I laughed a lot of the time in this movie. It's not so bad it's good movie. A lot of it is so bad it's good. I'd say let's say 40% of it is so bad it's good. The other 60% is just cringy and boring. Yeah, this movie kind of sucked in every way. I'm going to go full out. I'm going to give Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase a 2 out of 10. So I'm going to do this for every Redbox release I see. I will review the movie. I'll review a couple of them in one. Maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Next one, whenever this happens, Miss Bala goes to Redbox soon, and I want to see that in the theaters, but it didn't play in my local theater. But it is going to Redbox in a week or two, so I'll see that. Other than that, Endgame review on Friday. If I'm lucky, very unlikely Thursday. I know I always review this movie opening night. I'll review it on that Thursday, but unfortunately, then I'll be at the theater for 4.5 hours, so I don't think I can review it that night, because I have a life. So yeah, and I will be making a video talking about the final talk of Endgame. I'll just talk about more Endgame stuff after this video. So yeah. Yep, and more Phase 3 reviews. Bye.